Natalie Starfish and Sherlock Starfish. We are here, we're going to be sewing, and I figured if I put them in the video in the beginning, maybe it wouldn't be barking like crazy. Ooh. That was the response. All right, in this video, we are going to be taking our beautiful red, white, and woohoo strips that we made. We've got these 5 fabrics done, sewn together in long strips, long strips. And we've got 4 groups of them. Let me bring these over here. We got 4 groups of these. And what we are going to be doing is cutting these on the 45. So you get your ruler, or you can use your triangles, but find your 45. That's the halfway on your square, and we are going to cut 45s out of these. So, and then I've got a picture of what we're doing. So these are the 5 stripes, and we're going to cut the 45. So that'll give us either a half a triangle, or excuse me, a half a square with, you know, if you feel like you're cutting a sandwich with the triangles, right? So you get 2 triangles. Or if you turn them, you have 4 for one bigger square. What? Wait a minute, what's she talking about? Let me show you, So let's take a look. So, let's see, can you see? We need to be earlier. Okay, so we are at the 45. I want to use that center stripe as my line or my guide for my 45 to make sure I get that straight. So let me get that lined up, and we are going to be cutting 45. Oops, popped it right off, didn't I? Okay. Ah, I slid. Okay, that was not good. Let's try that again. Trying to get you guys it right. Okay. And so that's one. And then we'll go the other way. Neither. Still use that 45 on the center on that center stripe. In this case, it's the red one. Okay, and we get this. So watch this. We get to the next one. Okay, this is the next one, and so let's look at this. Boy, I'm getting right there. Okay, so we get 2 different. There we go with the barking. We get 2 different triangles doing this. So we've got one with the blue on the outside, see, and then we got this checker pattern here, and then we get the other one with the checker here, right? It's like, so if we turn these around and make this part of a square, we can get this look. And because we have an odd number of fabrics, that red will make one big giant square. So let's cut 2 more, and I'll show you what I mean by that. If we were to put these together in a square, let's cut. I know, standing, sitting on the cutting, I don't know. What do you think, Bobos? What do you think, Sherlock? Hmm? Yeah? Are we making another quilt? goes. Why am I? Oh, it's over here. Okay. It's not that I'm getting confused. It's the camera work and the cutting at the same time. All right. So, all right. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So with these, now we've got. This. This with a square. Isn't that cool? So there's different things we can do. We can also do another one here that's just like these, and then make this outside guy something completely different. Or we could zigzag back and forth. So anyway, we can also just do where you take the two together and you turn them around and you've got this as a square, and then maybe you put it next to that. So you're still going to get this red that really pops when you're doing it like this. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of these up, and we'll start laying stuff out on the bed. And so you can see the different ways that we can sew this. Sorry about that. We can see the different ways we can sew this together. And I don't know, maybe we vote on what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. Let me get this going. So let me keep cutting. There's an odd angle for us. Oh, that all worked out, and then it's like, where do I cut? Okay, so I've got the center, the 45 is lined up on that. Thank you, Sherlock. Lined up on that center stripe. So we get a stripe that looks like this. And one that looks like this. Thank you, Sherlock. Oh my goodness, that Bobo. That's a crazy Bobo. Look at there. Ooh, purdy, purdy, purdy. All right. So this just happened when I cut this one. I don't have a piece right here. Oh no. It's okay. This can be a scrap for something else later on. It's all right. Just it means it's not going to be one of the squares. So, but Natalie, did you have enough blue otherwise? I don't. See, I've got this piece right here, and I need a little corner right there. It looks like enough, but look, it would be the wrong direction. So, oh, wait a minute. I can do it that way. Well, so I've got, let's look a little closer. So see the selvage edge? That's those dots in there. That's where we did that selvage edge covered, and it's not a thick one. So, oh no, because the point's going the wrong way. We need to go down. Yeah, okay, it won't work. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. So we changed colors on this one. This was that one that we had the two different stripes on, and this is what that square. So one of them will look like this instead of the dark color like this, or now it becomes the light color like this. So what will it look like on the quilt? We'll take a look when we lay them out. So there you go. I wanted to just show you that. Okay, so I've got them all cut. Thank you, Sherlock. I've got them all cut, and I kind of laid them out so that you can see where the lines were, where I cut these were long strips, and now they're in stacks of what is equal of them, and I'm going to start laying them out on the bed and see what kind of patterns we can come up with, because there's some awesome things that happen when you do this. So let's take a look. All right, so here's a pattern where we've got squares coming together, and then we've got X's coming together, and This is just using the 2 blocks that were similar to each other and then putting those together and then just turning them around. I think we can go fancier than this. Let's do. So here's another layout. And you can see we've kind of got, we're missing a square if we were to make this a square blanket. It's not quite wide enough to make it a laptop. I don't know, this is, what, we're at 1 yard right here. That's 36 inches across without the seams. Let's try another one. Before I switch off to another one, I just wanted to show you the whole thing. So you can see we've got the blue, well, where's my camera? Over here, here. Okay, so we got the blue squares outlined, the red squares outlined, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, which looks pretty cool. Let's look at it from another angle here. Hey. Man, I love working with jelly rolls because you can get some really wild stuff going on. I think we're getting closer, but we're not there. We're not there. We might come back to this. We'll see. Okay, this is the pattern that I like. So, what I've done, so we've got these together, and then the piece that's missing is over here. And then the opposite side, that guy's missing pieces on this side. This missing piece is over here. This missing piece is over here. Sorry to make you busy. This one is over diagonal. That one's missing is over there. And then these white spots, we're gonna add, we'll add a white fabric there. So, if we look, we've got red square, blue, red, blue. Blues are all in the center. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Blues, red, blue, red. And when I'm talking about the red, I'm talking about this center block, or the center stripe. So that puts more blue in the center. Do I want more red in the center? Interesting. I guess I could put this the other way and see if I like it like that. Huh. This looks gorgeous. This looks gorgeous. I like this pattern. And then we're going to offset it by adding some more. This makes it 9 squares by 9 squares. So this will be a one big square blanket. And yeah, so this is a queen size bed just for sizing. Just get the size. And then, what do you think, Mr. Sherlock? Are we good? Are we good, boo-boos? He's coming right over for pets. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. If we didn't do that, could we do something different in the center? We could. What could we do in the center? I don't know. Huh. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, so I've turned my whole, so I've got my quilt on here. It's upside down. And I've been putting this pattern on here. And then I decided I want to be on the diagonal. So I just turned the whole quilt sideways. And I've got these last few pieces I wanted to show you. So it's because of the number of blocks that we have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and turn it out over here and put it there. And this guy and turn it out over here and put it there. And then this one, I don't know, is it going to go on this side or the other side? Let me just put it on there and then we'll see if I've got it the right way. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the checker, that's the other. Okay, so there you go. And it's got the red. Right, so I'm standing on a ladder. Sorry for the shakiness, but this is the pattern. I was hoping to be able to get the whole thing. Wow, that's just awesome. So this one, you got the opposite sides coming together with the square here. Opposite sides here, opposite sides here, opposite here. And then those are broke up. So this one, this piece is the other side of it is over here. And this piece, the other side of it is over there. And then this one's got this square. So we've got blue, blue, red, blue, blue, red, 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 and red. And then the center is the red. And do we keep it with the light red or go to the dark red in the center? I might change that, but I like this. I like this. So it's gonna be this or really doggone close to this. All right, I'm gonna start piecing. Woohoo! Yes! I realized if I stood back a little bit further, you can see it, but this is me not standing on the ladder. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna take this piece by piece, put it on the table so I can get this, start putting these pieces together. So each of these triangles, so that's a triangle. We'll put all those triangles together. Yay! Okay, so we've got it all transferred. I put it on the table. Sorry. Thank you, Sherlock. I put it on the table, and we'll start doing first I'm going to do the diagonals, and then I'll go back and do the blocks. And we're going to go ahead and call this video. We're going to go ahead. He's crazy. All right, we're going to go ahead and call this video done. So we've got the layout. My other suggestion I would do when you're doing these layouts is go ahead and take extra pictures. Because you might, as you're like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try the other, and then like, oh, wait a minute, what was the one before the one of the last of the one that I did? And if you have pictures, you go back and grab it again. Because you don't know, you might, just because you're making changes doesn't mean you're actually improving. Sometimes you can be devolving in your pattern. This one's turning out really nice. I know I've got a lot of sun behind that. Let's see if I can change the angle a little bit. There we go. So I've got these 4 blocks, and then I've got another 4th block that's up on the kitchen counter. And the next one we get to sew. Yay! This one's gonna be gorgeous. Red, white, and woohoo! Woo, 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 woohoo, baby! Thanks, see you next video. Bye.